I don't know if this counts as a true horror story, but something happened to me last fall that I still can't explain. It was my last solo trip of the season before the snow started to fall. I took a week off and drove up into the Sierra Nevada mountains with nothing but a backpack, my tent, and a cooler full of food. I picked a spot I found on an old hiking forum, a clearing by a small stream, far off any marked trail. It wasn't on any official map, but a few people had mentioned it in passing online. It seemed like the perfect hidden gem. I parked about 5 miles from the site and hiked the rest of the way in. I arrived late in the afternoon and had plenty of time to set up my tent before it got dark. It was peaceful, just trees, birds, and the soft sound of running water nearby. After building a small campfire and cooking a simple meal, I crawled into my tent for the night. Everything was normal. Honestly, it was one of the best nights' sleep I'd had in months. The next day, I explored the area. No trails, no other campers, not even a scrap of trash, just untouched forest. But on the second night, something changed. I woke up around 2 or 3 a.m. to what I thought was the sound of breathing. Not animal rustling or the wind. Breathing. Slow, deep, human breathing. At first I thought I was dreaming or still half asleep. I held my breath just to make sure, and that's when I heard it again. It was right outside the tent. A long inhale, pause, then a slow, raspy exhale. I sat frozen. The fire had burned out hours ago, so it was pitch black. I didn't have the courage to unzip the tent or even move. I waited, listening to that soft breathing for what felt like 30 seconds, though it might have been longer, until it stopped. I didn't hear footsteps, no running or walking away, just nothing. Eventually, after what felt like an hour of silence, I drifted back to sleep. I told myself it was a dream. It had to be. But the next morning, right outside my tent, the ground was disturbed. Not footprints exactly, just a wide patch of pine needles and dirt where someone had obviously been standing. No animal would do that. And the strangest thing? There was a handprint. A full human handprint pressed into the soil next to a small rock. Fingers slightly splayed. I packed up that morning. I don't think I even had breakfast, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. I never heard anything after that, and the hike back to my car was silent, but that feeling of being watched haunted me the entire way out. A few days later, I checked the forum thread where I'd first learned about the spot. The thread had been deleted. Gone. Every post. I messaged several of the users who'd contributed, and one finally replied a week later. They said they stopped going there after they saw someone standing between the trees every night. That was all they said. I've never gone back, and I don't think I ever will. Maybe it was just another camper messing with me, or maybe it was something else. But I still don't know how someone could breathe that loudly and leave without a sound. Every time I think about that slow inhale and raspy exhale, right outside my tent, I get chills. So yeah, I guess I have my own creepy alone in the woods story now.